South Bend, Indiana. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the LSU Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm to see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. LSU ready to kick it away to get... He'll bring it out. It's Young. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they... 9-yard line. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Using his feet to buy time. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilbert. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Hands it off on the counter. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. LSU right back to the line. To the air, it's Levin. Big guy smells it, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He'll bring it out. It's gone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Shakes off the defender and runs through another guy. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Laterals it back. Makes the grab in the open. Space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The run inside. It's Berry. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quick completion to the right. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion.
Here's a little room there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. LSU quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Levin. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that bet. Good coverage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires left. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. Got room on the return. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. LSU right back to the line. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Hard running there. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the run, it's Young. Nothing but green grass down the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
This is a designed run. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. The 50, the 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Here's the give off the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's fourth and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Levin. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. LSU quick to the line.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Hurt Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He's knocked down the one. Way to come up with the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Throws it back. That's caught. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Running inside, it's Mobley. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Right down the gut of the field. Inside the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's Underwood to throw. Working that left side now. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. LSU right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Berry. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Got his man. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Arizona State taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Sun Devils, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mid-American Conference.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The run inside. It's Berry. Picks up the first down. Might have a chance. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fighting off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quarterback will keep it. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Looking for a crease, it's Young. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He's looking to pass. That screen just never got set up, and they're lucky they didn't turn it over.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing it in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fields to punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Snagged out of the air. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Throwing, Underwood. Touchdown, Tigers. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt. It does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, working on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden.
Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it down and run. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now on the move. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth.
Number 8, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Could be an alley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Complete downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Motion from the wide receiver. Throws it back. Pocket breaking down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He wants to change this route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU right back to the line.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter.
Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Now the play fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Under fire, and they got it.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Underwood to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. LSU quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something, because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Complete to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Number 8, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The quick out. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's swatted